Welcome to the Indigo League, where trainers grow and bond with their Pokemon to become the very best and prove themselves unbeatable.
We are unbeatable, we'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fall, because we are unbeatable.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon, and thank you guys so much for joining us on today's episode of Unbeatable. We are currently joining our three adventurers on the third day of the Seafoam Double Battles tournament. We are actually joining them on their way to the tournament stadium for today's activities, as the three of them have officially gone through all of their preliminary battles. As you may have seen, our past three episodes were all battle episodes. They did all complete more battles than the ones that we played through on camera, but we thought it'd be a little bit more simple if we just played through one for each of them. We just did some like base rolling for the rest.
Unbeatable sweep.
Yeah, everybody had a really quick battle. Nobody particularly struggled in any of their preliminary fights.
Dog walked.
There wasn't any unexpected conflict that happened that made us go almost twice as long as we thought we would.
None of us, I think, even.
Hey, I feel like we're talking about me.
Why is everything got to be about you, Kenna?
All these battles were like sub 5 minutes, honestly.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
References, because I was there for it.
Yeah, definitely. Burrty was definitely 100% there for that fight.
Myrtle found a gun.
Yeah, Myrtle showed up with a blammy. But as
she
we...
got it out of Gavin's bag.
Because you still have that flare gun thing. As we get into today's episode, the three of you, plus your friends Vermilion and Tanner, are currently headed to the tournament a little bit early, as you know that the unveiling of the actual tournament bracket is going to happen about an hour before the tournament starts. You are all on your way there because you know that you have succeeded in all 5 of your preliminary battles, and you have made top 32 of this tournament. As such, you guys start to taking your choice of the electric bikes or scooters, whatever sort of transportation. You find yourself headed up through to the north side of the Seafoam Islands. And as you guys go through the streets, can everybody please get me a charm roll, please?
9.
9!
10.
Oh my god, you guys all rolled so well.
Yes.
Okay. So
I mean, we're pretty hot shit. So
you are pretty hot shit.
You saw
you know what? I should also be rolling for Vermilion and Tanner now that I think about it. You know, that's probably a good idea.
Do I get to have
Oh my god.
I don't know what we're rolling for.
This is just a general charm roll. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and add your battle notoriety, actually, Gavin.
11.
There you go. As you guys are traveling through, you guys can see that like there are multiple people who like stop and like wave at you guys, or you hear like, oh, that's Myrtle's trainer, or like, oh, it's Seth. Oh, that's Gavin. Is your account back? Like you hear like random like questions like going up and stuff.
account back.
Because actually, can you go ahead and check that for me real quick? I forgot, we haven't rolled for that in a couple days. Do you want to roll for that real quick for me?
What am I rolling?
Go ahead and roll another charm roll. It's separate to this. Do add your notoriety.
12.
As of this morning, your account was brought back. As of this morning, you were able to recover your account. You're no longer verified, but you know that is what it is.
I thought everyone
I
was
need
verified.
to be more verified.
You would need to
Your
be more
post
verified.
just says capital L.
But as you guys are like heading to the stadium, you do get the sense of like multiple people are starting to notice you guys, and you hear like whispers and talking and cheering and like people noting. And as you get closer to the stadium, the population gets a lot more dense, and it starts getting to the point where like the streets are a little bit crowded as people are kind of like winding up to be outside of the stadium, as it's too early in the morning for them to have been let in yet. And as you guys are going, you are noticed enough to where as you guys start moving forward, you don't have to push your way through. People will turn around and spot you guys, and they'll kind of like part the seas of people just a little bit to start letting you guys closer to the stadium. Because if you think about it, this is 5 of the top 32 of this tournament. You guys make up a decent chunk of the people competing in the tournament, the 5 of you. You're kind of different, is all I'm saying. Vermilion obviously does not take the attention well. And Tanner, for the most part, does seem to be like pretty genuine. And as he's walking, he's going, "Hey, out of there, how you doing?" He's just like saying hi to like every person as you guys go by. But like eventually, you guys like find your way through the crowds. What is the expressions and like energy that you guys are putting off to this crowd as you guys are like moving through it?
Hi, Cornucopia Daycare. Hey, Cornucopia Daycare. Just gotta hit them with the.
Just hitting them with the fucking sponsorship every time.
I feel like Coryne at first is like, do I know? and just like doesn't know what to do, and it's just like, hi, hello, good day. Like kind of awkward, but also not mad.
Okay, so pulling more of like a Tanner of like actually like trying to interact with like all the people as you're going by kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Gavin, what about you?
Gavin is probably definitely unconsciously emulating his dad back when his dad was a pro trainer.
Interesting.
He definitely doesn't think he's doing it, but he's like, he's smiling politely. He's shaking the occasional hand when it's offered to him, but he's basically he's trying to look cool, basically.
Okay. And I think with that, looking the part is like a little bit more controlled, a little bit more stoic, and it's that thing of like, it is an interesting like behavior to see come out of Gavin, who we normally see as this person who's like very energetic, very go get 'em, as more of this like trying to look cool individual. And from the charm rolls that you rolled, it doesn't come off as corny. Like a lot of times when a teenager is trying to like emulate their parent or like an adult figure, it comes off as like a little corny. You make it work in this moment, as you guys are kind of like moving through the crowd. As you guys start getting to the front, you guys enter the actual stadium complex, where you can see that you're passing shops and everything. And at this point, because it's still early morning, some of the shops are not open. However, there are more open now than there were during the last 2 days of the prelim, because people have not yet begun to push into the stadium. Eventually, as you guys start making your way to the front of the crowd, you'll see that like security guards from the stadium will like notice you guys and start to like call you forward and beckon you to specific places. And you're kind of pushed to the front of this crowd, where there is a ring of anywhere between 20 to 30 very obviously trainers, who have been pushed forward against this large screen that kind of like flanks the entranceway to the stadium. As you look about, you do see a few familiar faces. You see individuals like Spike Surge, who you interacted with outside of Viridian City. You see Arya, who you did your own little cavern adventure here with. You're able to see Genki, who is kind of chilling with a little Magnemite in his hands, kind of hanging out. You're able to see another familiar individual who you actually gave a phone call to a few days ago, Gavin, who you did not get a phone call back from, as you see the hulking and familiar form of one William off to the side there. I was not sure when William would come up, but he's been in town for a couple days now. And he's come quite a long way, because if he's standing in this crowd, it means one thing.
He's tall.
And like as you all kind of get herded, the screen is going to like herded as in herded forward.
No, I got
Kenna.
it.
Not like herded, like
Yeah,
punch,
like cattle,
punch, out,
it's
out.
fine.
As you all get herded forward, though, the screen is going to like and like fully turn on. And at this point, there's going to be kind of like this like life-size representation of this individual that any of you who have done any amount of research will know that this is Gym Leader Larisha. This is the gym leader of Seafoam. It's a woman maybe in like her like mid-20s with like dark skin and like beautiful like amber colored hair that kind of like waves down over her shoulders. She's got like a white snow jacket on that crops at like the short sleeves. And she's got like a bandolier of 6 different Ultra Balls across her chest. And she's gonna look at like the video is gonna look forward and go, "Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the first day of the actual tournament for the Seafoam City Double Battles tournament. We appreciate all of you for coming as far as you have and for completing as many victories as you have. With that, we will now be unveiling the tournament bracket for the next few days of battling. Good luck, trainers." And she disappears, and on screen, the bracket is going to appear with 32 names listed in 16 battles. Players, I'm now going to share with you the tournament bracket.
Ooh.
We're going to be starting from the bottom and going up.
Is there betting on this? Can we get money? Or it's probably illegal, right?
Oh, I'm not.
Nah, betting on Pokemon's totally fine.
But like in a tournament that you're in, I don't think you can bet, right?
Yeah, you probably can't throw it. That's probably against the rules.
Oh
Gavin!
my God. Oh my God. Holy fucking shit! Oh wait.
I would like to remind the players that I did not design this bracket. This was a randomized bracket.
Wait.
So to mention to anyone who wasn't watching, if you're watching this on Spotify or such, our 3 trainers find themselves at different points in the bracket. First up of the 3 to battle, though she is not the first battle of this round of the tournament, it's going to be Coryne Willows up against Genki, an individual who they ran into earlier in this tournament. Second of our trio is going to be Seth Wake against one Arya Driftwood, the information-seeking person who joined them in the caverns. And then the third of our trio will be Gavin Newman, getting a rematch against Spike Surge, his first ever trainer battle.
Yes!
Clash of the Titans is a big sentence. I rewatched that battle recently. It was like 3 moves.
Classic.
It was embarrassing.
5-foot people.
It was before we changed a lot of the mechanics to make things a little bit more fair.
I forgot about that.
Other notable battles coming up is Vermilion let's start with actually at the top. You're going to note that the first battle of this round of the tournament is going to be our good friend William Marsh up against somebody named Linda Padilla. There is then going to be another round of the tournament, followed by Coryne versus Genki. Then I believe we're going to go through a couple rounds of the tournament before we get to anyone who we know, where it's going to be Vermilion against somebody named Teresa Bowers. Then we're going to go another round, and finally we'll get to Seth versus Arya. Another round after that, we're going to go to Gavin versus Spike. Then, let's see here. We're going to go several rounds, so the second to last battle is going to be Tanner versus Irene Ford.
Ooh.
Now,
Only way I can fight William is if we both make it to the final, and that's bullshit.
well, take it up with random chance. You get to be, it's the give and take. You get Spike Surge as a battle. You don't get William as a battle.
I've beaten Spike
that's
already.
big sad.
I don't
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe it's not all
Beat it
about
again,
you,
or that's
Gavin.
being embarrassing.
But as this bracket is revealed, almost immediately, the crowd of trainers that you all stand in, like, at this point, everyone has seen a lot of other people battle over the course of multiple days, and eyes begin to lock as you see people looking for whoever they're fighting against. And in this moment, let's see here. Let's just go down the list. Coryne, you see Genki's gonna kind of like look around and go, and see you go, and just like wave like total Golden Retriever energy, like.
I give him like 2 thumbs up, and I'm like, yeah.
And he gives you thumbs up, and he goes like, yeah. Next up, Seth. You can see at this point that Arya is not even looking at you. She's looking at her like iPad, and she's just like,
Oh.
And at this point,
Arya, look over. We're gonna battle. Look, we're gonna battle. It's gonna be some fun.
hey. She seems
excited?
less than enthused.
No.
She seems not enthused about
She's probably
this.
busy. It makes sense.
As you look over at this point, Gavin, Spike is standing in the crowd, and you can kind of see his like shock electric hair. Like look, and he looks over at you, and he gives you just like a sly little like, yeah, like kind of grin, like he's excited for this.
Imagine both of them have to get like little step stools to look above the crowd.
Because they're both short.
No, it's
Because what's Ganon's?
It's that
Ganon's.
brief. It's that
Ganon.
brief gap in the crowd of people. It's like Charlie and Mac in that bit of Always Sunny where it's
Oh yeah. What's Gavin's canon height again?
5'10".
4-1.
Okay, so he's 2 inches taller than Spike Surge, who's 5'8".
2.
Good to know. Good to know.
Gavin's 5'10". He just has poor posture and little guy energy.
Poor posture. But all these people like start to see who their matchups are and start to like size each other up. Almost immediately, you guys hear like of like cameras like taking photos. And there's like little flashes as you can see that behind the row of trainers that was all set up to kind of like look at this bracket revealing. There is like the paparazzi, there is like the people who are reporting on this tournament. At this point, I'm gonna roll some dice. Okay. At this point, specifically Gavin and Seth, and specifically not Coryne, you are going to hear call-outs for your name amongst the news reporters as people are trying to like wave you down to like ask you questions about the tournament, about how you feel, what your chances are. Coryne, at this moment, it doesn't seem like the reporters have particularly noticed you at this point in time, even though you had a very good battle in your last round.
Coryne lets it go. quickly.
Okay.
He's kind of happy for it.
Honestly, that's super valid. But you are also aware, Coryne, that you are going to be one of the first to battle today.
Okay.
As it gets to that time. With that, do either of the other two, do you guys go up? Do you guys talk to reporters? Do you guys do any of your stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Can you just roll me charm rolls to tell me how it goes?
The whole squad going with us?
It doesn't look like it. I don't think you could pay Vermilion to approach a reporter. And Tanner seems like he's kind of disappeared into the crowd post the unveiling of this. That's a 3. Okay.
I'm guessing I get notoriety on this.
Yeah, you absolutely get trainer battle notoriety. 50?
15.
15. Okay. I was like, how the fuck did you 50? Did you explode on a D20 twice? 15. Okay.
Come with me
12,
to
I
assist
split
on my interview questions.
I don't know, Coryne, are you?
You don't have to.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
Okay, but before I know how Coryne is helping, I need to know why you're doing poorly in this interview.
Oh, because I'm talking about nothing but cornucopia daycare, and I'm not talking about the battle. Every question they give me, I just spin it to be like, oh, so why did you use this move? And I was like, using a ground type move is like something like it's stable in a battle, and something else that's stable is the dedication and care that we have at Cornucopia Daycare, and that's actually where Coryne, can you bring Myrtle over here? Where another competitor's Pokemon came from. This is Myrtle, who came directly from Cornucopia Daycare. That was
Myrtle waves on top of Prince's shoulders.
From an
As
egg.
you're giving this like very impassioned pitch for Cornucopia Daycare, Coryne can very much see at this point that Seth is like doing what Seth wants to do and needs to do in like advertising Cornucopia Daycare. But it's very quickly the reporters are like very much like losing interest on him as he's talking, because he's not talking about the battle. It's not sensational news and it's free advertising or something. How are you assisting with this?
So Coryne,
because I don't know that Seth necessarily wants the reporters to stay on him.
Yeah, I don't care.
Coryne is gonna pop Myrtle on top of her shoulders and walk over, and Myrtle's gonna do some little like waves, and Corinne's just gonna go, yeah, and honestly, I couldn't have picked a better place than Cornucopia Daycare. But also, can we talk about how awesome Bowie is? I mean, oh my God, Seth, you should show off Bowie.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, sure. I'll bring out Bowie.
Now we get to roll to see how much Bowie enjoys the reporters
no.
or not. We get to see if he's into this or if he's not.
I should have got Gimble.
Bowie pops out of the Pokeball mid pose. Ta-da! Like as he like arrives, man's rolled a 19 just on how much he would enjoy that. He rolled on the high side of the die. And as he kind of like pops out, he immediately steals the show, and all cameras go poof down. Can you go ahead and roll me a D4 for Coryne and a D4 for Bowie, please?
Yeah, I'll start to pose with the.
No, these are advantages, Coryne. So these are getting added to his roll.
3.
Okay. Oh, see.
Oh, you're rolling
You
for
rolled.
me?
Oh yeah. Well, because remember, you're giving him an advantage. Remember.
I rolled a 4 plus a 2 because I exploded on it. So 6. So I'll add 9 to it if I take Kenna's.
There you go.
degree.
You guys salvaged this from 3 to a 12, which is pretty solid. That's almost as good as Gavin is doing. Gavin, why is your interview going so well?
This is the first time Gavin's been in this kind of situation. Like you know, we've had a gym battle, which got televised and stuff like that. He's been doing the social media, but he's never been in a tournament environment, and it's all coming back to him. He's been out of this world for like 7-8 years now, and he's coming back into it, and it's all just coming back to his memory, and he's just remembering how professional trainers talk, and he's emulating them. So it's very kind of like football or soccer player before a big match, just being like, obviously, when you are going up against an opponent like Spike Surge, you got to be expecting great pedigree of trainer right there. He's obviously been training his whole life. We fought before, yeah. So he's
really getting into it.
Yeah.
Okay, 100%.
Yes.
Between those, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also, go ahead and is Bowie's friendship maxed out?
Don't ask me questions I don't know the answer No. It's at.
Okay, go ahead and
9.
take one.
Okay.
Take one for this whole interaction.
Nice.
Because we got him to experience something he really enjoyed, and this was really positive for him.
Do you guys want to meet
Yeah.
Richter too?
Oh, you trying to farm friendship now? I see how it is. But you guys kind of like eventually like the interviews will like sort of naturally conclude themselves as like you start to hear things over the intercom, like calling for like different people's like trainer numbers and calling for like their tournament IDs. As waves of people also start to enter the stadium as they're allowing people to start getting towards their seats. Coryne, you are free to do whatever you'd like as you're going to be kind of one of the first up. You're not going to be needed immediately. If you'd like to train up in the locker room and kind of like get in your headspace, or if you want to go direct from hanging out in the bleachers to your battle, that's also fine. During this time, are any of you going to be doing anything that doesn't have to do with your battling? Are you going to be seeking anything out? Do you need to know anything about the arena, the stadium? Are you going to be buying items? Like, there's a lot of different things that can come up at this time.
I'm gonna hit up the shops.
Oh, you're gonna hit up? Okay.
I want to hit up the shops, buy stuff.
Okay, yeah. So you can kind of immediately break away from the rest of the group as like the interview. So Vermilion did disappear while you guys were talking to the reporters. You have no idea where Vermilion's gone.
Shoot a text in the chat. Yo,
yeah, just shoot a
hitting up the shop. Want anything?
Okay.
Also, I don't have that much money, so that was a joke. I hope you know that.
You then get immediately like you get like the equivalent of like a Venmo notification of like 25 Poke that just says snacks from Vermilion.
Plasterboard and markers.
Okay. But you head to the shops, and it does take a little bit of looking. As you're kind of like looking around a little bit, but your tracking skill, you're good enough to find it very quickly. You know where the bargain bins are at, because a lot of like the larger like Pokemart shops are very much like reduced to like single employee, kind of like just watching the shop and like maybe getting the occasional customer. People are trying to like get through to the commissary to then get to their seats and everything. But as you're walking around, you eventually do find a mart that is open. What are you trying to find?
I'll get a cart and I'll find some snack aisles and just kind of like
yeah,
find some
because it'd be like 10 Poke for snacks. They sent you 25.
Yeah, so we'll just get a good smorgasbord of snacks. But then I'm gonna look for a binding band.
Okay.
And I'll find the shop clerk and be like, can I try this on him first to make sure? I don't know if the size would it fit him? Does it go to his arm, or is it like a forehead type of band?
Oh, it's auto adjustable. So as long as you've got it around a limb of some kind, it'll be fine.
Roger. And then where are your guys' lenses? Looking for like a power
lenses are in the back case. If you need anything out of it, I'm gonna have to unlock it for you. But yeah, they're back there.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I need you then.
I can unlock it from here.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Sorry, you made it seem like you were gonna go.
No. I get it. I thought I didn't connect that.
Got it.
You know, that was a me thing.
Sure.
But yeah, just go ahead and grab it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna give you my employee discount. I'm embarrassed by how this went.
That's really helpful because that is not a cheap item. How much is your discount?
You're gonna get 10% off.
That's so much.
Your interaction is so awkward that it like works for you. Like that's wild.
Great. Oh man, I gotta actually.
No, like, as someone who's worked in customer service, I've genuinely done that before, where I say something wrong to a customer and I'm just like, no, here you go, you get money off.
Yeah, dude, I've done that many a times at GameStop. It's. I've just been like, yo, man, you're cool. Let's give you a discount. You don't have a card? We'll get you a card. You're fine.
As you approach the case, you're like a ding, as the thing unlocks as he like presses a button, and you can grab whatever lens you're looking for. Which one? Which lens are you looking for?
The power lens.
The power lens is basically like a headband, like a stretchy headband that has like two little like almost like goggle like little things on the front of it that are like nice and blue. It's very cute.
Okay.
Who are you putting that on? Who are you?
Oh, sick! I get 300 Poke back. Let's go.
Yeah, you get 300
I'm not.
yeah, on both things, Matt. On both items you're purchasing. Yeah, because he's just giving you his employee
What was
discount.
the other item? I forgot.
It was
I know,
the
I
binding
didn't-
band.
I didn't
It
know
was
the
the
price of it.
binding band.
Oh my gosh, that's so much money.
Okay.
I thought the scope was the more expensive thing. And
No,
I was
no.
mistaken.
The binding band is so much more
My God,
expensive.
you saved me so much money. Wow. Let's go.
Yeah.
You saved me 3,000 Poke in this.
I'm gonna say this guy's name is Trevor. He'll dap you up as you
Thanks,
like go to
Trevor.
leave for the day.
What was the door guy's name back in Viridian City? Was it also
Oh,
Trevor? Did you do that twice?
what was his name? I don't know what his name was. What was his name? It's been literally a year. I have no idea.
I hope it's Trevor.
Look it up
'cause that
while
would
I'm
be
doing
really
other people's
funny.
stuff.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was doing
Okay,
math, and that took me a long time too.
You've grabbed all of your stuff. Did anybody else have anything that they wanted to do like throughout the day as like battles are not happening or happening?
Kyle.
Okay, Kyle. I love Kyle. Trevor and Kyle, man, would be bros.
Kyle.
Yeah.
I'd like to go hang out in the bleachers, I think, or in the stands. I feel like Coryne would get way too much nervous pent-up energy in the locker rooms.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go sit in the stands amongst the people, and I kind of want to just like see who's here, get a vibe check on the battles that are happening. So
Okay.
I guess I'll start with let's do a little recon. Who's here?
Okay.
That's like famous.
As you guys kind of like, as you get to your seats, there are a couple of like empty seats among you. You notice that like Tanner is not in his seat. Vermilion is not currently in their seat. Seth is not in his seat. The Wake family, for the most part, is there. Though Alicia Wake is going off to go find things. But like as you guys kind of like you get ready in your seats and like battles are gonna start soon, you start to like glance around the stadium because like I don't know that we've necessarily talked about it, but this is like one of those like large like two-tiered stadiums where you guys have like closer seats closer to the actual battles. And in the center of like the upper tier, there's like a large like box. Can you
there's
just
a
get
box.
me an int check, please?
No, why? Why would you?
Because
choose
that's like your ability to like understand a situation and like absorb information in that moment.
I need Gavin.
Well,
Oh,
that
okay.
sucks. Gavin is focusing on his own stuff, especially because William's going to be the first up to battle. So Gavin's focusing on that.
I'm in the bleachers for that one.
Yo,
I have an 8.
an 8. Okay, with an 8, as you kind of look up, the box is kind of like specifically made to where a lot of people can see the box. Because that's obviously where the VIPs and people who want to be like, who the stadium wants to be seen watching these events can be seen. And as you kind of like glance, you're looking, and you see like the box is pretty full. This is a giant tournament, as we've talked about before. There's a lot of people you don't recognize in terms of like there are like officials and trainers and like rich people and like all kinds of things. You do recognize a few key individuals. You note that there are 3 gym leaders that are currently in attendance of the actual box. So as you look up there, and this is not including the gym leader that's 3 seats over from you, in the form of Finn Wake. But you can see that there is currently gym leader Janine of what is the name of it? Fuchsia City. There we go. I was trying to remember the name of the Fuchsia City. She's like an older, more refined woman with like this like purple edging on gray hair, and like this like black and purple sort of like getup that she's wearing. Next to her is gym leader Larisha of Seafoam, who you recognize from the video earlier this morning. And then finally, next to her is Lieutenant Surge, the gym leader of Vermilion City, also the oldest current gym leader of Kanto. All 3 of them are currently seated. And they're sort of like in the front row. One of the other things you would note is that there are 2 Elite 4 in attendance. 2 of the Elite 4 are currently present. As you can see that there is an individual who's like a little bit older, kind of like stockier and taller, with like a very like large built chest and like hair that kind of spikes up in all kind of ways and darker skin. As you see, Elite 4 Brock is in attendance, as well as he's sitting next to a woman with like paler skin and orange hair. As Elite 4 Misty is also in attendance.
No shit.
Champion Red is not in attendance. Elite Sabrina is not in attendance. Elite Koga is not in attendance. But you do see several people who are very important to the function of Kanto overall are in attendance. And it's probably a good thing that you didn't notice that during all of the preliminaries, because that I think would have psyched you out just a little bit.
Corinne's regretting looking up into the box. Can I kind of want to, can I make a little side eye and just glance at Mr. Wake? Is there any kind of like glances up to the box? Is he looking, does he give a shit at all?
Well, first of all, so this was like in your own time that you've discovered. This is not like these people like recently unveiled. So there's not like a whole lot of things that would draw attention up to it. And at this point, he's actually more worried about, at this point, Ollie is like sitting there like guarding like a small plastic bag. And you can see that Gym Leader Wake is just kind of like sneaking his hand down to the bag and he'll like pull out like a little cellophane package and wrinkle with it. And he starts pulling out like fruit gummies and starts eating them. He's stealing snacks from his grandchild.
Yep. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
He doesn't
That's
seem
incredible.
particularly phased. This is like he's very natural being in this sort of like stadium.
It's another
like,
day at the office.
thing. Yeah, it's just another day doing his job. He's just doing it with his family instead of where he would normally be up there.
My life's a movie.
Oh, I really love that. Okay, Corinne finds a great deal amount of comfort in that, and like, I think after looking at Gym Leader Wake being here and natural in this environment, it kind of like chills out the really anxious vibes that were coming to her. As that happens, Corinne's going to turn her attention to like the field and just kind of like across the stadium, watching the stands.
100%. As like battles start to begin, like as we start moving through the morning, the first battle up is going to be William's battle. You can see at this point that he is there with a Primeape and a Butterfree, both of which being on sort of his side of the battlefield. He's battling against this woman, Linda Padilla. You can currently see that she is battling with a Machamp and a Golem, with two Pokemon that very much outstrip a lot of other Pokemon in this sort of like arena. Two Pokemon that are extremely hard to evolve. He unfortunately does not win his fight.
No!
As you can see at this point, that there is a moment where the Machamp is just gonna get behind his Primeape and is just gonna start pummeling with 3 of the 4 arms as one of them holds. And before either of his Pokemon actually faint, because the Golem is just gonna like start chucking boulders at Butterfree, you can see there's this moment where this like big hulking William is getting really tense and really anxious, and he goes, I forfeit. And he's gonna call it before either of his Pokemon faint.
I thought you were gonna say he just caught the boulders and was just like,
Yeah, he catches the boulders with his hands.
He just goes and starts wrestling the Machoke.
For the most part, even though there are like a couple of people that kind of like what, like very like kind of indignant at that sort of action, there are several people, including Gym Leader Wake, who give him like polite claps. Like, yeah, including yourself.
I'm freaking out. I'm like, wait, good job taking care of your Pokemon, William.
Go ahead and roll me a charm check.
Oh shit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a charm check. Yeah, and take an advantage because I'm sure Gavin's doing the same.
Ooh, okay.
I'm making my way back into
Exploded
the
on-
stadium.
Wait, can you
to
explode
the
on advantage?
family.
Yeah, you can explode on any die that you roll.
Okay.
Why it's an equal.
7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah,
11,
that's why, because it can
13,
affect you guys
14,
so
15,
much.
16!
Yeah, with you and Gavin together, sort of cheering, and Gavin, I'm sure that you were cheering for William, and you can narrate that a little bit if you'd like.
Yeah, just Willie up, Willie up.
Willie up, Willie up. As you guys start cheering, you're gonna note that his head actually turns, and like he hears the cheering, and you see he turns and he goes, and you see like his big like form immediately start to like happy tears, like
No, okay,
It's
we
just
didn't mean to
like-
make him cry.
He's like, man cries at the drop of a hat, dude.
I love it. I love
But
William.
that sort of like first battle really
you're on
like
camera.
sets the he doesn't care, he's crying. The next sort of like kind of like battle that happens is between competitors Dale Young and Aurora Cornflower, as these two people start to Aurora is a cute name, not a cute person. As like Dale like steps out, you know, he's comes out and he's got like these Pokemon, and he sort of throws out his two Pokeballs, and you see that he releases a like sort of like a Pokemon that is like unnatural in its pink and blue form, as it like seems like almost like rigid in like shapes, in the form of a Porygon is what the announcers sort of announce it as, and a Weezing. But as Aurora throws out her Pokemon, immediately you are able to spot that both of her Pokemon are fairly rare. As she throws out this like blue like shelled Pokemon that is like has no limbs and seems to be like this like large boulder almost that is called a Pupitar. And the other that she throws out as it kind of hits the floor, there is the like large like orange and yellow form of a dragon that is a Charizard that both poof onto the field. And even though Dale is coming with some very powerful Pokemon, that is a very short battle. As Aurora's Pupitar, you hear like a noise as the shoots on the bottom side of the like large like boulder surface push it up into the air, and its air jets start to. This thing has no limbs and no wings and is still able to quickly move across the battlefield. The Charizard actually doesn't do all that much in the fight, as the Pupitar is almost able to solo these two other Pokemon. As it slams into the Porygon and backs into the Weezing. It is a quick fight, but as this fight is starting to draw to a close, Coryne, you are going to hear a call for your trainer number. As is, you are going to be up next.
Trainer 1904.
I'm so proud of you for writing that down.
Yeah, I figured you would remember.
All right. Coryne gets out of the stands and goes and gets ready.
Let's go.
You actually, as you get back, Seth, you've like gotten into the stadiums and you've like just sat down, and Coryne immediately starts to get up, and you know that you're gonna have to like stand up so that she can go by.
You want a marshmallow bar before you go? It's like marshmallow, nougat, and chocolate. If you want.
Yeah, actually. After.
Or not. I have
Pushing it
chips
still.
if you want chips.
After.
Or
Yeah.
I guess
Chips, and I take the chips, and I'm like,
Vermilion goes yoink and takes the candy bar, as they have also appeared at this point in time. Gavin, what were you saying?
Chips are gabites.
Oh, and does it have fish in it?
Okay, yeah. You get sort of like these final snacks, and
Give the rest of them to my dad.
as well.
Kenna
Speaking
got
of your
this.
dad,
Ooh.
as you start to stand up,
Uh-huh.
you hear from Finn Wake, Coryne. Good luck out there. You're gonna do great. As Gym Leader Wake kind of gives you a thumbs up, and then Ollie turns and does like da-da-da, and then sail on Ollie's head with the wings. Da-da-da. They seem to be hyping you up at this moment. Tanner kind of like gives you a pat on the back, and Vermilion kind of like pushes you with their shoulder.
I shove you down the stairs. Everyone's
Yeah, just fucking brutalize. But yeah, it is this moment where these people are giving you good luck as you are trying to head down.
okay.
The walk is actually not a very short walk, as you like have to kind of like hustle to like move down the stairs and everything.
Hoofing it.
You do a quick check-in with like the sort of like receptionist person who points you at the specific locker room you're supposed to be using. At this point in time, if you're going to use any sort of like ability before the battle, this would be the time to use it if you want to narrate
Sure.
that sequence.
Absolutely. So in the waiting room, I'm gonna pull out both Myrtle and Beatrix. And I'm gonna say, all right, pep talk time. And we're gonna circle up, and it's gonna be like this big, but that's okay. Say, all right. Whew, that first fight, that was a doozy, but you guys killed it. You guys nailed it. I couldn't be prouder. Good job. And I'm like shaking up.
And you kind of like be like, yeah, and you feel like the like excited like vibrating buzzing of Beatrix next to you, and Myrtle is like what, and she kind of like gives you like a like almost like a, because she's still shorter than you, so she kind of like headbutts you in the gut as she's like hugging you, kind of thing.
Good. Yep. Keep that energy. Okay. So, Genki. I don't know a lot about Genki, but we're gonna give it our best, right?
What's that?
We're gonna give him a hell of a show.
Yeah.
So, let's do this. And I put my hand in the middle.
Okay. And then there's a stinger and a blue fucking turtle hand that go on top.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give my athlete ability hype up to Myrtle again.
Okay. Myrtle again. Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, let's fucking go! And then we're gonna go.
Okay. Let's fucking go. That is, I think, the best possible call out that we can do. So, you give this hype up ability. Are you returning your Pokemon before you head out, or are they just walking out with you?
They can walk out with me.
Okay, so you go and you step out of the tunnel, and you have experienced 5 battles at this point. You experienced 5 preliminary battles.
Yep.
The tunnel experience does not compare to the moment that you are coming in as top 32. You were able to distantly hear like the rah of the crowd before. Now that it is your battle, there are not 4 battles happening at once. This is you versus Genki. You can hear multiple different cheers have started for different people. And you at this point, as you're getting closer, you hear the rah, but you also hear Willows, 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 Willows of like people cheering. Giving like their own versions of like these different cheers, and they're kind of discordant, and like parts of the stadium work together and parts don't, and it kind of echoes off the top of the stadium dome and all of these moments that are happening. But as you kind of step out, the like raucous like of like the cheering of the stadium as you step out is a lot. However you deal with that is how you deal with that, how you feel with that. It's either a lot of hype or a lot of not, depending on how you, Coryne, would deal with that.
Sure.
How you deal do be how you feel. But you do have this like this moment of like the entire weight of everybody who is looking at you right now because they're introducing you first. And at this point you hear the announcer's been kind of going the whole time, but you can hear them now go. And joining us now from Pallet Town is Coryne Willows. She is joining us with her War Turtle and Bee Drill. She's now stepping up. And on the other side, we have our other competitor. We have Genki from the Hoenn region joining us with his Manetric and Magnemite. At this point, you can see that Genki steps out, and there's... You will note that home team advantage does a lot. His cheers are not nearly as loud as Coryne's, as he does not represent the Kanto region in this fight. So as you both start to step up, Genki has shrunk as a person. He is already kind of short. He is just like overwhelmed by the amount, not in a way that is like going to negatively impact him, but in a way that you don't see that golden retriever energy that you saw earlier when he found out he was going to be fighting you. It's much more like a kind of look.
I'm gonna kind of look at Myrtle and Beatrix, and I'm gonna say, just copy me really quick, okay? And I'm gonna take both my arms at my sides, and I'm just gonna kind of like hold my hands out and like raise them up really high to be like, yeah, whatever. And then I'm gonna take my pointer fingers, and I'm just gonna point directly at Genki like a look at me. Look at me.
That's so sick. Roll me a charm check, dude. I'll take an advantage for that. Roll me a charm check. Take an advantage on that from just how hyped the narration was.
He's too small and weak for this life.
Okay, my D4 is like killing the game right now. Okay, so that's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It works flawlessly. And in this moment, not only do you focus Genki on you and you kind of see like the grin, like if he was a Pokemon, he would start sparking kind of like excitement that you're putting in him. But you kind of like bring the crowd sort of like attention to the battlefield, and those like discordant like Coryne Willows or like the Willows, those kind of like echoing and disparate calls that you were hearing across the crowd, you can now hear them start to unify, just like battle, not calling for any one person, but just sort of the hype of this fight going into it. So as we begin and you step up and both your Pokemon step out in front of you, the referee kind of gives a look to Genki because you've arrived with your Pokemon already. Mm-hmm. He's going to release his Pokemon before we begin turn order. As you can see at this point, Genki's going to throw up both of his Pokeballs and standing about his hip height, there is this like beautiful like blue and gold sort of furred, almost like canine individual, this Manetric that is standing next to him. As well as this like floating sphere of metal with 2 little magnet wings as Magnemite is also floating next to him. Both stepping onto the field. He goes, okay! He's like shouting over the crowd, you ready for this?
Let's go!
Okay, and the referee's gonna go, trainers, the rules are the same as they have been for the last 5 rounds. Once a Pokemon has been fainted, it is considered unavailable to you. Are we ready? Begin! And he's gonna say begin. As we do that, let's go ahead and roll turn order. Ooh, I'm so excited at the D4 I get to roll. Shoot him in the face!
Shoot him in the face!
I thought that was what
Okay,
the,
wait,
the
wait,
whole
wait,
hand thing. You were gonna
Yeah,
shoot
you're gonna kill him. That was a murder
No,
threat.
no.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
no.
the off a water gun,
actually-
right?
So with that, what was your rolls, Kenna?
Myrtle rolled a 6,
Okay.
and Beatrix rolled a 15.
As you say this sort of like, yeah, let's go. There is a moment where he says begin, and both of your Pokemon will burst into action. You are going to have the top of the turn. Oh, actually, first, we need to declare, are there any priority moves that need to be used at this moment? I don't believe I have any. Okay. So, you are going to be given first round as Beatrix is going to be the first one up in the order. What are you doing with Beatrix?
Okay, Beatrix is going to...
This is so stressful.
I know, I'm like freaked out.
It's so
Oldies are goodies, oldies are goodies. Beatrix is going to fly 30 feet in the air and just like state it as Beatrix focuses energy.
Oh, very cool. In sort of a similar manner as Beatrix like and starts to like get ready for that, there is a moment where the Manetric just like actually steps back towards the like edge of the arena just a little bit, and you can see the first like arc with electricity in this moment as you can see that it starts to like charge some sort of electrical energy within itself. It does not seem like it's planning on using an actual move this turn. With that, we're gonna go to Myrtle's turn.
Great. Myrtle's opening up the cannon.
Oh shit. Okay, is Myrtle focusing on the Manetric or the Magnemite?
Myrtle is going to focus the Manetric.
Okay.
Go
for it.
Myrtle is going to go ahead and kind of like superhero landing stance it, plant both feet in the dirt, scoot them in a little bit, put one hand on the ground, put one hand up, and just go into some water spout.
As she does so, let's go ahead and roll. That's special defense for me for Manetric. Ooh, that's not great. That's not great. TBH. That's not great. Ooh, that's okay. It's a better roll than I could have rolled. What do you got
I
going
got
on?
an 11.
Beats it. You fucking win, motherfucker. I also got an 11. 5'6".
Yes!
Okay, so at that moment, what does that look like? You get to narrate the rest of that. But what does it look like as it hits Manetric?
So it like nails Manetric, and I feel like all of the sparking energy, like at first, kind of gets like blown, like sparks just like off the back of it, like through the water, and then the water kind of starts like kind of sizzling a little bit because of the interaction with the electric energy. And Myrtle's feet slide back only about like a foot this time, not super duper far.
I mean, she's getting heavier and getting stronger. She can hold that recoil.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
And so Myrtle just kind of straightens up and puts her arms out at a ready battle stance and just stands there waiting for whatever comes next.
Yeah, and the Manetric is fucking, it's like a drowned rat. Just immediately, all the further it was standing up, it immediately hits down. What was the damage on that total? Because you got stabbed,
So-
Mystic Water.
Yep, and then water spout is 6 wounds.
So 6. Okay, so that's gonna be 8 total.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my Jeebus. Cribe. I'm at 1 immediately.
We're
Let
the
me-
Manetric. Did we get a ring out?
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
we don't get a ring out.
Is it are electric types resistant to water, or is it just water that are weak to electric?
It's just water that's weak to electric. Yeah, electric types only resist electric, flying, and steel.
Crazy.
But in this moment, as you like, you know, poof, there's Manetrix just like slide back and just like, yeah. Let me just really quick go grab like a Wigglytuff to come heal this real quick. It'll be fine.
F you.
But as it goes back to this, Genki's gonna be like, all right, Orby, come on, metal sound. And as he does that, you can see at this point the Magnemite kind of like levitates forward, and its little like magnet arms, you realize they're not actually physically connected to its body. It's held there by magnetic force. Start to like very quickly like and rapidly vibrate against the sides of the metal ball that is the Pokemon, and it creates like this like awful like metallic like clanging noise. That like we're gonna go ahead and have you roll HP dice for both Beatrix and Myrtle.
No.
Magnemite.
All right, here's Myrtle.
Oh, I did not roll
Okay.
the best, but I didn't roll the worst.
Beatrix didn't roll great, but Myrtle rolled great. Myrtle rolled a 15, and Beatrix rolled a 7.
Myrtle is not going to be, once again, Myrtle is unfazed by everything. Beatrix, you can see that like Beatrix is in the air, and like she like her like needles go to the sides of her like little like Beedrill head from the thing. Her special defense size is going to drop by 2 sizes.
pool sizes. Ay, ay,
Fucking
Yeah.
excuse me, bitch.
Yeah, metal sound it fucks you up sometimes, bruv. Okay,
And the
but that
Grinch
is
was
gonna be
stat shrunk
that is gonna be Orbeez turn. Orby the Magnemite.
Hang on, let me write myself a reminder to raise that when we're done.
As we go now to the crowd's turn, this is sort of like at this point the actual crowd has not decided for either one of you yet because you made the conscious decision to split that crowd with Genki to get him involved. So it's really only going to be the effects of your teammates. Speaking of, the two of you have crowd points. Or have cheer points. What are you doing?
I'm kind of yelling to the crowd. Can we pick like one chant to stick with? You guys are not coordinated with this. And I'll look over to my dad and be like, "Can you help me out with this?" And then we're gonna try and get a get 'em going for
Okay.
Beatrix because I believe we're crit fishing. So
Okay.
we're gonna cast that in the water and see what lands.
I think Gavin is maybe the impetus for Seth being like, let's get that cheer going, because like in the lull where Seth's like, when we pick one, Gavin just yells, fucking fuck him up.
Fuck him up.
I don't think that's a chant,
Fuck him up.
Gavin.
Fucking fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Okay, it is. Never mind. It is a chant. They picked it up.
Fuck him up.
They're going with that one. Okay.
Ollie goes, fucking fuck him. And you immediately, Ollie's mom like slaps a hand over their mouth and they just look down the aisle at Gavin.
Gavin's in the fight. He doesn't he's not paying attention to anyone's evil eyes.
Oh my god. So okay, so what does fuck 'em up mean? What cheer are you picking?
Get him.
Get 'em. Okay, so you're both doing get 'ems. Okay, and are you also focusing Beatrix, or are you doing
Yeah,
Myrtle?
if we're crit
let's
fishing, I'll help
go.
out.
Okay, so two get 'ems. Okay. So as we go back to the top,
To attack to the next roll.
to the next roll that Beatrix makes, I have no priority moves to declare, so Beatrix is up.
Kill.
Okay,
that
great.
spear. Or the other one. Whatever you want to do.
Beatrix, kind of like takes the needles down from where the sound would enter their head.
Yeah, the little ear holes.
Yeah, and kind of like takes their needles and like whirls them around their head and then just goes and just like pinpoint precision twin needles.
That's a bug type move, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and then what's the range on Twin Needle?
It is. Oh, I don't like why you're asking me that. It's 1 square. I have
Okay,
to
I'm just
go
making
get
sure that
it.
you got to get down there and I'm not making sure it's not like guns in the air.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's
So
range
you
1 square.
you fly down to Manetric and Beatrix goes for those 2 stabs. Let's go ahead and roll the 2 attack. The attack. Oh, and you have I forget. He's poison. I forget. Are we gonna need to roll HP die if you hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So the
HP
first one,
poison.
my defense die is not good.
Ooh.
That sounds like it's a good roll. Oh no, you're gonna. Kill
Okay, so you rolled your
him.
first one. Fuck them up. Fucking fuck them up.
Okay, that's the first one.
We love that you pop.
That's the first one?
That was the first one.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it. What do you want?
What was it? What was your first one?
The first one is a 23.
Oh,
23. My first one was an 8, so that's gonna crit.
You killed
Okay.
this man.
Okay.
My second one was a 7.
Second one was a 7. My second one was an 11, so you do not hit on the second one.
Okay.
However, let's roll he is going to survive the first one. I just know that. So let's roll the HP real quick.
Beatrix is
Okay.
channeling all the power and
we're
rage
both
of
rolling
every
HP?
Beedrill in the world.
Is that right?
No, you're rolling special attack. I'm rolling HP.
That's right. Okay.
Ooh, I exploded.
Mm.
Oh, exploded again.
Oh, they explode.
Oh, damn.
Okay. 16, 17, 23.
Bitch. 11.
Okay, so I'm not poisoned. That's all that did was it just not poisoned. I would have rather done that on the fucking on the crit that I'm about to take. What is the damage on that first twin needle hit?
It's just 1 wound, but
What?
it does
Just
have
1?
stab because it's a bug type.
2, okay. And then it's a
there's-
crit,
That's a
So
major.
4?
so 5 total because it's 3 plus 2. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna be because the major is 3. So and it was the stab, so it's 5. So let me mark off 5 friendship real quick because we're already at that stage in the fucking fight. As remember, like Manetrix backed up, so Manetrix is like right in front of Genki as your Beedrill fucking whoom, like comes in. he's gonna be like pelt no, and as it boom, and it just fucking sits into the middle of Manetrix's side. What does it look like as this like hits? Because you get to narrate all this.
Sure. So Beatrix goes and like does like that first one comes and it just sinks right in, and then I feel like Beatrix kind of like tries to like push the poison in from the poison barb, but it's just not sticking. Manectric can kind of like shrug it off or whatever. And seeing that the Manectric shrugs off the poison, Beatrix is like, ew, and like tries to come around, but just whiffs the second time.
I like to imagine Beatrix said that in a full human voice, just out loud. It just sounds like
Ew.
Sammy Annie just standing there.
I feel like Sammy Annie and Beatrix would get along really well together, but
That, or they would Mean Girls hate each other so much.
that
It's a
too,
reboot.
that could
They
be a
could change.
possibility.
That movie's a musical,
So-
by the way.
I have it's a great musical. You should listen to it if you haven't. How far would you say Beatrix was? I think I said
Was 30 feet
in
up.
the air. So
Yep.
how far did Beatrix have to fly to get to?
I'm going to say 40 because you were at a diagonal.
40.
Yeah. You got 5 left, I think. You're
How tall
45,
is
right?
Manectric?
3 speed?
Yeah.
Manectric's like 4'11".
Cool. Manectric can jump, but just for the heck of it, Beatrix is gonna fly 5 feet in the air.
Okay, cool. Manectric doesn't actually need to fly because as we go to Manectric's turn, through the waterboarding, through the getting stabbed with a twin needle, it has continued to charge its fur. And you can see, like, at this point, it's like Genki, who's only standing like maybe like 15 feet away from Manectric at this point. You can see his like black dyed blonde hair, like his roots are still black, start to like stand up a little bit, even just being near Manectric. At this point, you hear above you as you look up and see storm clouds. At this point, as a familiar move is about to get fucking used, as you saw used in Gavin's prelim battle,
Tackle.
as there is going to be a flash of white and purple. Go ahead and roll special defense for Beatrix. This is a charged up
the
thunder.
one that you fucking lowered.
Yeah, there's a reason that he had a strategy coming into this.
Yeah.
Killing her. You're killing her.
Let's see here. Where's my D? There's that. Where's my D?
Okay.
Oh, he exploded on that. Oh no.
Yeah.
Hey, don't
I
get
like
too
that you're
excited. This is a
Yuck
group
it up.
environment, and there's
Also,
just
I want to
people.
clarify. I don't know if the players are aware of this, but I said this at one point, but I don't know if it kept up with everybody. We're assuming that for the tournament, you are not killing anyone.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
assuming that no death is happening, no matter how many
Yes.
wounds you deal. Okay, I'm just
Yes,
clarifying
yes.
because I'm about to deal a lot of wounds to Beatrix. I'm about to one-shot Beatrix, I think is what's about to happen.
Use that ability. Use that ability.
Okay.
I can't.
Never mind.
Use it on Myrtle. And he doesn't know that Beatrix is just the one in Manectric's face. His plan was Myrtle first. Okay. So,
made a
what was your
mistake.
total roll? What was your
Friendship
total
you
roll?
at with Beatrix.
12. And I'm
I rolled a
5 friendship.
33 because I exploded on a D10 twice. So this is going to be a crit. So Thunder deals 4 wounds, but this is stab,
Oh my
so this is
God.
5 wounds. Beatrix, I believe, is a bug poison type, so it does not take extra damage from electric type wounds, correct?
That's
Okay.
thankfully.
So it's going to be 5. This also is going to deal an additional major wound because it's a critical, which is 8. It also is under the effects of charge, so that's going to be doubled to 16.
Hey, champ. Hey, champ.
there's no
I'm just
way.
gonna let you know. There's no way.
There's no way.
I think Myrtle's just gotta power through it. I don't know.
What the fuck?
This is what happens when you come in with a strategy. Both Pokemon spent their first turn setting up for this hit.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
done.
Beatrix is grounded by this bolt of electricity that hits into the earth, and it literally like glasses some of the dirt around where it hits Beatrix. And there's like a smoking hole where Beatrix is very much unconscious in the middle of the hole. And the referee looks to you to return your Pokemon.
Like the entire stadium goes
Corinne
silent.
for a moment
Yeah,
just
exactly.
freaks.
Just dead silent.
Corinne like starts to like run to Beatrix and then like
You hear the referee you see the referee hold up a hand as you like get right in front of the arena.
and I just my jaw on the floor just like what the fuck just
Use
happened.
the Pokeball.
And I go ahead and I pull out my Pokeball and I return Beatrix and I just lock eyes with Genki like what the fuck?
And Genki is like there's a mix of emotion on Genki's face. It's a lot between like the horror of like, oh no, I'm so sorry, but also the like manic excitement of the plan actually working kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Of like you can see that kind of halfway point of like I just did something that I'm so proud of, but also I'm so sorry that this came at your expense. Kind of like look immediately on Genki's face as he's kind of like blindsided. He goes, Whoa. And that is the only word that is spoken in the entire arena. As Gavin was 100% correct, the entire arena goes silent. Okay.
Coryne
So-
just kind of still looking at that. Jaw picks up off the floor, nods her head, steps back. Okay. Go ahead.
It's Myrtle's turn.
That's scary.
Fuck. I feel like Myrtle's gonna be like, bitch. Like, what?
Taking one of them down with me.
Yeah, and Myrtle's just gonna go ahead and just water pulse it. She's
Okay,
just
go
gonna
for it. Yeah,
kind
I'm
of,
gonna
like,
roll spec defense.
push her arms back and just
Okay.
get it
I
in
rolled
there.
an 11. What did you roll? Oh, you haven't rolled yet. Okay.
I haven't rolled yet. I was stressing out.
I'm
rolled
throwing.
12. No, 11.
You beat me?
11.
You-
11.
Meets it, bud. You still beat me. I was at 11 as well.
So that's gonna be 2
You don't even
wounds
need to
and
add them
stab
up.
and mystic
Go ahead and let me
blood.
know what it looks like as Myrtle takes out Minitrick. I don't have enough friendship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
so this is what Myrtle does. So from Genki's perspective, right?
Mhm.
All of that happening, Myrtle was an exact mirror to Coryne. Little jaw on the floor, just being like, what the fuck just happened? And as Coryne nodded her head, stepped back, and was like, okay, this is fucking it. Myrtle did the exact same fucking thing. And Myrtle just kind of starts walking forward really slowly, and you can see kind of steam start coming off the top of her little war turtle head, and you see her just like breathing, just, and then she just goes just like a line of water bullets straight towards Maynetric, and she just
Elwyn is
keeps,
scared.
Oh.
she never stops walking.
That's fucking wild.
Myrtle just hit
Okay.
gear 2. Let's go.
Yeah, Myrtle literally is
sick.
just fucking in Annie's lobby right now.
For
This
real,
is
for real.
scary. Oh my god. Anyway, okay. So yeah, Beatrix and Maynetric are both out. Okay. As Myrtle takes her turn and is just walking forward, she is almost like Deadeye even with Orby at this point. As Orby's like single body's gonna look back at Genki and look back at Myrtle and look back at Genki. Okay. As it becomes Orby's turn, you haven't been hit by the metal sound. We don't have a lot of options here, so I think what Orby's gonna do is just go for a thunder shock. Is gonna
I
like
was gonna say, or does have any thunder
or
moves?
Orby has a couple, but it's still a Magnemite.
Sure.
Like you can tell that Genki's training in order to keep up at this level of competition was to put all the beans onto Maynetric. That was it.
Yeah.
So with that, Orby's gonna go ahead and go for a thunder shock. Go ahead and roll spec defense.
Okay.
Easy.
If Genki were like playing the video game Pokemon, this is where they'd hit reload because that one good Pokemon got taken out.
What was Myrtle's total?
9.
9. Okay, so I rolled 18, but luckily we said 10 and not double. So there we go. So that's not bad.
Close. Real close.
So at this moment, as like Orby is kind of looking, you can see like the big like spherical eye that is like the metal eye that makes up the body, like looks at Myrtle, and you can see kind of like floating around Myrtle, like as Myrtle's walking, like analyzing. And you see this Pokemon is like, it looks like it's doing like advanced computations, like it's like staring at Myrtle right now. And at this moment, as it kind of like slowly drifts it at Myrtle, I know Myrtle is about to have an ability go off. I'm gonna tell you the damage that this would normally do.
Sure. Lay it on me.
Because normally Thundershock is only 2 wounds, but it's stab for the additional wound to a major, and then you're weak to it, obviously, so for another one. And then this Pokemon has the ability Analytic, which means that if it takes its turn last in turn order, it gets to deal an additional 2 wounds on top of the normal amount. So this is a good one for slow Pokemon. You would normally be taking 6 here. However, I believe you have an ability that triggers when the Thundershock hits Myrtle.
I don't like electric
Yo,
types. This scared my
Does our
little
team have
Pokemon.
any electric Pokemon, like across all of us? Do we
I
have
don't
any?
think so. No.
Guys, we need to change that.
I've got
We need to
one
fix this.
Pokemon that can eventually stand up against electric types because it will eventually become a poison ground type.
Eventually. But for now, though, electric types
I'm
kinda
talking right now.
ballin'.
We die.
Yeah, I'm gonna ball it.
I got a Gibble, and that's it.
Okay, so
He's not all the way there.
at this moment, as like it successfully like, and you can see like the electricity like wash over Myrtle. How does Myrtle react as this ability goes and activates?
Sure. So I feel like Myrtle feels it. I feel like Myrtle feels the full effect of the thing, and it kind of like shocks her, and she can kind of like shudder for a hot second. And then from the shudder, you see her little toddler-sized arms just go, and she just is like, "That's not it. That's not it, bitch."
Okay.
She shakes it off.
Okay.
Myrtle
Now,
used it's super effective.
as we go to the crowd mechanics, you and Genki are going to do opposing charm rolls, adding your badges, because both of you had very intense turns. So we're going to see who gets the crowd's favor at this moment, because this is the moment where the crowd decides who they're supporting, kind of thing. So Genki is a D12 on his charm.
What a beach.
What the?
Okay, and then he has. Okay, cool. I rolled an 8. What did you roll?
A 9.
Oh shit! So as we go into this round, instead of him getting support of the crowd and getting those additional cheering mechanics that you will have access to, what are the 2 cheers that your friends are shouting out? Because those are probably going to lead and inform what the crowd is doing. So what are you guys doing, Seth and Gavin?
Gavin's just lost all cool. He's not leading chants anymore. He's just screaming at the arena. Kill him, Myrtle!
Ollie is just like looking over.
Myrtle.
Okay, and then Seth, what cheer are you doing as a sane person?
Murder turtle.
Murder turtle, murder turtle.
She just took 1, right?
You just took 1, yeah.
She's
instead
full
of
friendship.
is Myrtle maxed out on friendship right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it.
I have to do
I
so
will
much
go-
damage to you to get you to go down.
I guess I will do a you can do this to just re-up on that health.
Okay. So as that's the only actual cheer that comes out of your guys' seal, that's what's going to start with the crowd going. The crowd is going to add an additional charge of that as though we're an additional player. You can do this. You can do this. So you're going to get 2 of those.
Incredible.
So you know.
Myrtle's at
Just
full.
let you know. Okay.
Put his ass in the grass, Myrtle!
Oh.
You know that one person in the stands that's like way over it? Like,
Oh my
way
God.
Over the top.
Okay. Yeah. As this like happens, you're gonna get that, and it's gonna be Myrtle's turn again. Myrtle's up first.
So, at this point, Myrtle's little arms are out, and I think Myrtle takes a second to kind of take in the crowd, recognizing what's happening, and you just see her little arms start going with the beat. She's like, yeah, and she's going to water pulse to the beat of the chant of the crowd.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'll roll spec defense. My spec defense is not great.
Remember to add your +1 for me.
Add your thing.
yes.
Yeah, because remember Gavin gave you a +1.
Okay.
What did you roll total?
10.
I rolled 4.
That's a crit! Wait, no, it's
No, it's not. It's 10.
No, it's
It's
not.
10, not double. Otherwise, I would have crit earlier. Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have scared the shit out of me, dude.
Okay. Yeah. No, you fucking hit. Go for it. What's the damage on that? I
So
also
that's
do
gonna
not resist water type moves, by the way.
Okay, so that's gonna be 2 wounds plus stab plus mystic water. And I also forgot, and we can forget it the last time, this can confuse.
Okay.
targets.
Okay. Yeah, again, it would have confused a Pokemon that fainted. So yeah, we'll do, because this is the first time that, so there's 4 wounds total on Orby, and Orby needs to roll if confused. Orby has a D4 for fucking HP. Roll your spec attack for the confuse.
Poor Orby.
Or Orby. Orby's just a little guy.
Yes, oh yeah, he's just a little guy.
He's the support player for the person who got fucking water spouted on turn 1. He's the understudy for this play.
Threat analysis, y'all.
3
Threat
minutes.
analysis.
Okay, what'd you roll?
8.
Okay, so Orby is in fact confused because I rolled a 5. Okay, cool. Little Orby. Okay. With that, it's gonna be, what does it look like as you hit with the water pulse?
I feel like what happens is Orby, like, just kind of, because Orby's floating, right?
Uh-huh.
So
It's levitating. I'm levitating.
So after each water pulse hits him, it just pushes him back a little bit, pushes him back, and then pushes him down and down and down and down and down and down.
Down into the dirt. Okay. Okay. As we go to Orbeez' turn, I got to roll to see if the confusion takes effect. I believe it's a 30% chance. That was a 6, so that is not going to trigger confusion this turn.
Damn it.
Darn.
Okay. So at this point, Orby. Oh, you know what? Something that we also didn't roll for, or did we?
Huh.
Did we roll for paralysis on Thundershock? Because I don't think we did.
No, we didn't. Would you like me to?
We'll roll for it in the future. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. In
We'll
the
roll for it
future, you don't need to hit me with that again. Look, I think we.
No, we'll hit you with that again. We'll hit you with that
we
again.
can.
Yeah, we'll hit you with that again.
Double it
In
and
fact,
give it
let's-
to the next trainer.
Oh yeah. Well, how about we just double it and give it to Coryne again?
No.
Okay, Coryne, go ahead and roll special defense.
Okay.
I'm rolling not great on this roll. I'm gonna be honest. I'm finally
11.
evening out. 11.
Got an
I rolled a
11.
7. So with a 7 and an 11, I do not hit shit. What does it look like as you dodge a Thundershock?
I feel like if Orby is close to the ground and Myrtle is standing on the ground, I feel like Myrtle just jumps.
Just jumps, just stops grounding herself so she's not hit by the electricity kind of thing. All right, fair enough. Crowd, it's your guys' turn again.
I'm gonna do a good old fashioned get them.
Okay.
I'm feeling either get them or
You said
look
you're
out.
maxed out on friendship.
I am maxed out on friendship with Myrtle.
Yeah. Myrtle is a fucking tank right now.
Actually,
What do you got? What do you got for hits?
look out.
Like, how many wounds has Myrtle taken? I think just the one, right?
None.
It's been healed.
The
I
crowd
healed
healed
it.
it last time.
Oh, the crowd did heal it last time. Yeah.
I think
Terrific.
look
Then
out
Gavin's
just to
gonna keep
avoid.
screaming
Okay.
at Myrtle to just finish him off.
So you're doing a get 'em, Gavin.
Oh,
You're
okay.
gonna get him.
Okay.
You
So,
don't have to join me.
Yeah. You guys can be separate.
but I feel like that's pretty good if we do the thing.
Okay, so do the get 'em with her. Do together.
All right, yeah, do that.
Okay, so you're gonna add 3 to Myrtle's next attack because the crowd is also going,
God.
get up,
Wait,
get up,
family.
get up. Yeah,
Starts
he hasn't done anything to take the crowd back. He hasn't done anything at this point. You're gonna start doing a fucking thumb thing? This guy needs psychiatric help. Your
I'm
fans are watching.
horrified.
Okay.
Stop channeling your dad. Stop channeling your dad.
channeling your father.
Stop channeling your dad.
I didn't actually.
Okay. It's Myrtle's turn. What is Myrtle doing?
You start trending on Poke Twitter. Just being like toxic crowd member.
Toxic crowd member removed from stadium is found out to be a competitor.
Actually, yeah. Okay, this is gonna happen. Myrtle's gonna walk
Who's the charge?
right up to Orby.
Mhm.
And Myrtle's actually just gonna give, like, in Orby's little eye, little face, is gonna give a thumbs up and then just go shoop into her shell as she preps for a skull bash.
That's so fucked up for so many reasons. The psychological warfare that's happening right now is so fucked. You sure you're not gonna take an attack? Because those three points are gonna go away at the end of the thing.
Any other move you could use that would like hit?
Just like a water pulse or a bubble, but
Okay. I will also remind you. I believe the one you're about to use is it a normal or a steel type move?
oh, it's normal.
Okay. You will remember steel types do pretty good against normal type moves.
Yeah.
Your water types have been normal amount of damage thus far, but normal types probably
Well,
takes
fuck
less.
it. We'll water pulse again.
Sticks the head in the shell, and that's how you do the water pulse.
Sure.
There you go. Go ahead and roll the hit. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm rolling like Garbaggio.
I mean, that one wasn't great. I rolled a 5.
I rolled 6. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
Is it 5
Wait,
plus?
hang on.
Plus the
5
stuff?
plus 3.
8.
So the crowd mechanic literally changed how that hit goes. Okay, what's the total damage on that? And we got to roll for confusion again. Fuck
Enough,
me.
Aaron.
Four.
It's enough damage.
4. 4
That's a lot of
again.
damage. Anybody
That's
want to
gonna
do
be-
a sponsorship for Flex Seal?
That's a lot of damage.
Okay, I'm at 1 with Orby, and it's already confused, which I did roll for that last turn. Let's see here. Okay, and then Orby one more time. Okay.
If it hits itself in its confusion, that should be the damage. That
Well,
finishes
it
off.
didn't, because that was a 5, so go fuck yourself. Go fuck. Orby is hanging in there. Let him
Hate this
be.
game. Can't have anything.
Orby is
Let
just
him or
chilling.
be.
Okay, let's see here.
That was cute.
I know, right?
That was really cute. That was really cute.
I'm kind of thoughtful. That's what I do.
Okay. And let's see here. I don't have a whole lot that Orby can do. Like a lot of his moves aren't very good right now. Yeah, Orby's gonna try Metal Sound. It starts to vibrate again. Go ahead and roll your HP die for Myrtle. I have rolled a 10 on this D10 so many times today. So proud of myself. That's a 20 from me.
That's an 11 from me.
Hey, your special defense die drops by dose.
Damn it.
Yep. Okay, now we go back to the crowd. What's up?
Get to swinging. Get to swinging.
Get to swinging.
I gotta
This
end
is a battle of attrition. This is a battle of attrition.
I say we get him again.
Yeah, dropping that die by 2
Get him again. At this point, you are not going to have the
get him.
crowds cheering. The crowd has died down a little bit from the kind of standstill that this battle has become. So you're just going to get the 2 get-ems from your normal cheers. If that makes sense. Okay. With that, that is going to be Myrtle's turn.
So you, Myrtle, finish the job.
You're doing
Water
great,
pulse.
Coryne.
Water pulse. How many of those do you have left?
This
That's
is
the last one, I think.
Okay.
It's the last one. Knowing that it is the last one, Myrtle is going to, because Myrtle is like right next to Orby, which is kind of
He's kind of standing there.
Orby can't really run away from Myrtle. It's got a 4 movement speed.
I mean, Orby's
What do you
moves
want me to
have
tell your
been
family?
ranged this whole time, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like they have range.
Yeah.
No, that's really disrespectful, and I don't want to be mean. Myrtle is going to just, I don't know. Myrtle doesn't want to be mean at this point because she feels like Myrtle recognizes that Orby is like just an orb.
Just an
And
orb.
is also just looking really, really soaked from all the water she sprayed on it. So she's just gonna do it.
Okay,
She's just
go
gonna
for it.
Water pulse.
Yeah.
No,
What was,
no flare.
What was the attack roll? Ooh,
It
D6
is
explosion.
a 11.
19, motherfucker. The
Damn.
Orby at this point just takes the water splash and just vibrates just a little bit, and it's like, you know, have you ever seen when you put a tuning fork in water, how it just like off?
Yeah.
That is exactly what it looks like as Orby kind of like just dissipates the water going at it. And Orby is just kind of like, you could see the eye still like moving and turning. Orby's gonna, what is your die size at right now for special defense?
Mid D4.
Okay, so it's already as low as it's gonna go. Okay, Orby's gonna go for another Thundershock then. Oh, for
Okay.
confusion. That's a good one. This is the last turn of confusion. See here. Oh, and there's a 1, so it's gonna hurt itself. God fucking damn it.
Let's go.
God fucking. As Orby. Yeah, we're gonna use friendship. Because this is Genki's last Pokemon. If Orby goes down,
Coward.
Genki's out of the tournament. So Genki's gonna go. Oh no! As Orby like starts to vibrate to get rid of the thing, Orby like dunk 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 like itself, and you hear like a clunking noise. And Genki's gonna go, come on, she's out of juice, we can keep going. And Genki's gonna call out, and that's gonna use some friendship from Orby. Okay. That's gonna be Orby's turn. We're back to the crowds. Crowds, what are you doing?
Get him.
Get more, get him.
Get him, Myrtle.
Okay.
I can get it. Part of me wants to do a protecty thing. Because what's Thunder? It's a special attack, right?
Thunder Shock is a special attack.
Thunder
Yeah.
Shock, special attack. Yeah, I'll do a protecty one.
Okay.
Look out.
Look out.
A lookout. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I figure at D4 you need to explode, but that.
You got a 25% chance of exploding.
Yeah, I
But,
don't know.
I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know how
that
that's
could
gonna go. We'll
Okay, are
figure
you
it
guys
out.
gonna split Look Out and get him then?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
get him.
Sounds good.
Be like,
Back to the top. Myrtle, what do you have left?
Bubble and Skull Bash.
Okay. That's up to you then. Risking it for the biscuit.
So Coryne kind of noticed Myrtle's pullback, and Corinne's just gonna kind of shout across the field and just be like, "Babe, no, we finished strong. We finished strong in this house." And Myrtle's gonna kind of look behind her and be like, and is going to suck a whole bunch of air in and then just send a bubble out there.
The bubble? Okay. I rolled like dog shit. What did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 4, so you're gonna succeed.
So that's gonna be 1 wound plus stab plus Mystic Water, so 3.
So it's 3. Okay,
That's a
and I
major.
will remove 3 friendship. This
will
cannot
say-
go on too much longer.
I will say, Bubble also may lower their speed die, but Orbeez already going less than the turn.
Orbeez already at a D4, so it's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Kind of like how we're not dealing with Metal Sound. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Orbeez' turn, and Orbeez gonna try and Thunder Shock one more time. Okay. So
This is
Orbeez.
gonna hurt.
I mean, maybe if Orbeez can do anything with this. It depends on what I roll.
You haven't
on
even
the
touched
D10.
your friendship. I think.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah, you're
touched
gonna
your
be
friendship,
fine.
and you're still at like mostly full health. Are you not still at full? Like, what do you? Yeah, I was about to say.
You haven't landed a hit on me
Yeah.
yet. Let's go.
Yeah, we
What are
landed
you
one
worried about?
earlier, and then it didn't
Smack
do
him in the
anything.
face.
I have rolled the 0 on this D10 so many times today, and this
What a
is now my
flex.
new lucky D10. I'm a
Alright,
big
cool.
fan of it. Let's see here. So 14 plus 3 is going to be 17.
I believe in you. Crit. You got it. Easy. Roll them. Go ahead. Don't even look.
No,
Just
I
do it.
rolled an 8.
Okay, so it's not a crit, which is good for you. But that is going to be 2 stab, weak, analytics. So that's going to be 6 to Myrtle. So that's going to be it's going to be half of
Two major wounds.
2 major wounds.
You
Yeah,
can
it's going to be
also
half of the
reset,
friendship
right?
eventually. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to because why waste the friendship, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's gonna be Orbeez' turn, and now that we're finally getting a hit in, I'm gonna roll a charm check for Genki. If he gets higher than an 8, I'm gonna say he's got the support of the crowd again because they want to see the
Rude.
slugfights get out of here. That's 5 plus 3. That's gonna be 8 exactly. So yeah, Genki's gonna you can hear people sort of be like, yeah, from like a good hit. It's not like a real like collated cheer yet, but when we get to the cheer round, I'm giving him a bonus. Okay.
All right, fine.
Do we
Okay.
use the cheer on our round?
No, you
Or-
guys still get yours, but he's gonna get the
Oh, he
crowd
gets the-
cheer.
Got it.
Yeah,
got
he
it,
gets
got
the
it.
crowd cheer.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
You can do this.
Okay, you can do this. Okay. Burrty, what are you
Is
doing?
that
Yeah,
that's health, right?
Yeah, that's a get a health back.
I'm starting to feel bad with the constant get-ems at this point, so I'm gonna enjoy what you can do.
This is the little Magnemite that fucking could. Is all I'm
I'm
saying.
gonna yell out to the crowd while they're doing that. It's like, don't just change sides now. He's been trying to hit for like ever. We've been consistently
He
hitting.
can do it. We're so proud of you, Orby.
My God.
Get him.
It's the underdog story. The
Cowards.
underdog story.
You're all
you know?
cowards for not sticking with
This
me.
is how we become the villain. You know what I mean?
Your mom like leans over and like slaps you on the arm. Like sit down.
Shut up.
Okay, we go back
I
to
promise
the top.
Gavin's a good
weather
influence on me.
It's Myrtle's turn. What's Myrtle doing? I love that Kenna's battles always go the longest. This is
That's
really
what I was
funny.
God. Maybe
Hey,
I
what do you
just
do,
talk too
Kenna?
much. I don't know.
No,
So,
it's not even that. It's just they don't die.
I didn't even heal this round.
That's what I'm saying.
Myrtle is gonna kind of sense the shift of the crowd and is gonna kind of look around a little bit indignant, like, y'all are so fickle. What's going on?
What is
and so-
this?
I've been consistent for you all, and this is how you repay me?
Right. Myrtle is gonna kind of look back at Coryne, and Corinne's just gonna kind of give a shrug, like, go for it, babe. And Myrtle's gonna do like a little b-boy setup, and she's gonna come around. She's gonna spin on the back of her shell, and as she's spinning, a bubble starts building around her from the water that she is spitting out of her mouth. And then as she's done spinning, she takes it, goes up her leg, and she kicks it, and it lands on.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Spicy.
Date. Oh yeah. Oh.
Kill him. Murder him.
I feel suddenly less confident.
Recycle this scrap metal.
End this.
24.
I rolled a 6. Go ahead and add up all that damage real quick.
Okay,
6,
so
right?
Bubble is 1,
Mhm.
Mystic Water and Stab is 2, so
2.
that's 3.
Uh-huh.
That's major
Crit.
wound.
It's a
Crit,
6.
Another major wound.
There's
Okay.
another major wound.
Okay. So that's going to be
So
6.
2 major wounds.
Given that I have 3 remaining friendship, what does it
major
look like as you
wounds off
finally
of
take
Bubble?
as you finally take Orby out? Orby does not have the friendship to survive at this moment.
So as the bubble leaves Myrtle's foot, it, instead of landing and popping on Orby, it encases Orby.
Oh no.
And it just sinks and sinks and sinks and sinks and sinks until it hits the ground. And when it pops and hits the ground, Orby is knocked out.
Oh, and you see, at this point, Genki's like, "Oh, buddy," and like uses the thing, goes, And looking at his 2 Pokeballs, he's like, you guys did so awesome. Good fight.
You were amazing, dude.
At this like show of like mutual respect and excitement, the crowd like, yeah, as the referee calls the match for Coryne Willows. You're going to go ahead and take your victory, meaning that you enter top 16 of the tournament. Is what is going to happen right now.
I feel like Coryne feels that when she gets to the tunnel.
Okay.
You see that little achievement unlock thing at the bottom where it's like,
oh my god.
So as you retreat to the tunnel at this point, everyone having cheered and very excited for your battle, and you feel that like victory, you immediately like go, oh, I just hit top 16. And as you feel that, what is that like emotion on Corinne's face? As like, what is she feeling? What does she maybe say out loud? What is she doing at this point?
I think Coryne is walking with Myrtle, and I feel like Myrtle's like, I'm a bebop and blueberry, and is like just walking down the tunnel. And Coryne just like stops as that thought hits her, and Myrtle kind of turns around and looks back at her like, Myrtle? Or like Squirtle? Excuse me, Wartortle? What the fuck?
Yeah, not even a Squirtle anymore.
I don't boast these Pokemon.
try again.
You don't boast them? You don't boast them?
Kind of run that whole thing
I
down.
can't speak English and neither
No,
can
this is all
Kenna,
in the
so-
episode editor. You better leave it in.
But yeah, so Myrtle just turns around and kind of looks at Coryne, and Coryne just kind of looks at Myrtle and just goes, Step 1.
Step
Let's
1.
go.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode of Unbeatable. Woo! Yay! Thank you guys for joining us. And make sure to see us next time. Take it away.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Unbeatable. Support us through our Patreon to get access to our Discord, where we chat with our community members and we gather questions for our monthly Q&A videos. All right, awesome. See you next time, and remember to stay unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. I'll train until I meet my goal. If stakes are high, no, I won't fold, because I am unbeatable. Earning every badge, whatever it takes. I'm gonna be the best trainer, you just wait. And I know the road ahead looks like it won't be easy. I am unbeatable. Standing by my side, got my friends with me to explore a whole world of possibilities. But no matter what the challenge is, we can overcome it together. Because we are unbeatable. We'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold, because we are unbeatable. We are unbeatable. We'll train until we meet our goal. If stakes are high, no, we won't fold, because we are unbeatable.